Yo, 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 welcome to another episode of the Aftermath. This is your boy Snapback T living high at 4-0, baby. Working on 5-0
Man,
tomorrow,
get out of
today,
here.
whenever you may be listening. Bro, I'll just be like, because everybody said we was going to be sorry. Everybody
I
said,
just want I just want the record to reflect. I just want the record to reflect what I've been saying. All Mike needed to do was at least show
hey, we
what
not we
he
not
wanted.
knocking that, bro. We bringing the Twitter
Hey,
talk
that's
onto the pod. We not knocking what you
that's
said.
all I that's all I wanted. So all these tweets that you be tweeting,
It ain't for you, bro.
nah, bro.
It
I
ain't for
got to
you.
stand for Gator Nation. All that talk, man.
It was definitely for Gator Nation. As for everybody that doubted us, right now we are 2 games away from being bowl eligible in the first quarter of the season. We can't make this up, man. We can't make this up.
No.
We're,
Because if y'all
we're,
don't make a bowl, that is going to be the craziest junk ever, dog.
it got to be some catastrophic stuff happen. Because
And
the
let
way
me
my
tell
boy
y'all
is
about
playing,
catastrophic stuff. This brother had on a black Jordan shirt and went to go switch to an FSU
you
shirt
goddamn right, nigga. You got to fill in the motherfucking
just because he
logo,
ain't want
bro.
no bad mojo, no juju on him.
I don't care. I did it. I own up to it, man. You gotta come correct. You gotta put the right energy out in the world to get the right energy back. I'm looking for 5-0 energy, living flying high. 7 o'clock tomorrow. Find me on Twitter. That's the at name. Come say
What
what up
time
to
y'all
your
game
boy.
is?
3:30.
3:30.
If Wake Forest had beat Clemson last week, we would have had that 8 o'clock slot. But they gave the 8 o'clock or 7:30 to Clemson and NC State, which should be a good game too. So I'm watching that too. After Florida State get this dub by 10, 14 points, I'm tuning in to Clemson, NC State.
Was Clausen ducking?
Now I wouldn't say he was ducking. He was looking out for the best interests of his team.
I mean, really, to be true with you, he really had a good point because the hurricane is coming up their way.
Yeah, it's coming
So
up there now. Or it should
yeah,
be up there.
he had a good point. If he can't make it in coaching, you can show be a weatherman because he called it. He told y'all.
Yeah, I mean, he made sense. So that's why I wouldn't say he was ducking. He was looking out for the best interests of his guys, making sure everything was going to work out properly with them coming down here and then being able to go back. So I mean, with the timeline, I'm not sure, but I think the Hurricanes up there now are up that way now. So it's like if they're here, they should are in Tallahassee. It should be good, man. It should be good. I mean, but you know what I mean. Of course, like down here, me being in Orlando, uh, being one of the cities that the hurricane kind of hit, I guess you could say it hit us kind of hard. Had a lot of flooding, a lot of trees down. City in the city, more towards the city area, they had a lot of like um, street signs and things like that down. But I mean, where I'm at had a flooding, trees down because I'm in it's a little more rural where I'm at. You know, I'm still a country boy at heart, south side of Tallahassee. But we had trees down, branches, leaves, and all that kind of like debris type stuff, but nothing crazy. But just hopefully by the time they get back or game over with, they take that L and they go back up there. Everything be cleaned up somewhat for them Sunday morning or whenever they go back. I mean, that's what he was kind of
Yeah,
trying to. That's the point he was trying to make. Overall, I think the Hurricane gonna be a little weakened by the time we get up there. I ain't not being that guy and discrediting the Hurricane. It's a hurricane, but it should be a little bit weaker by the time we get up there. Tropical storm type stuff, regular thunderstorms, and they should be able to get back up there and get back up there safely. So
yeah.
how Tallahassee took it.
Dog. I was sitting here thinking, bro, this storm got to be strong, bro, because we feeling the wind up here. Like it's windy as I don't know what up here right now, dog.
Did it
That
get cooler
wind.
up there?
Yeah, it got pretty cool. I don't know what the temperature is going to be. Let me look real quick. I don't know
I
what the
know,
temperature's
I
gonna
know.
be.
When me and my son walked out the door after everything kind of chilled out a little bit, the weather was
Yeah,
like around like 63 or so, and
that was in
that's
the
probably been
morning
the
or
coolest.
afternoon.
Nah, that was 2, 3, maybe 4 in the afternoon, and it
Ooh,
was
well,
like
that's perfect
63
right there.
degrees. It felt good. Make people
Dog,
put
it's
a jacket
supposed to
on, but
be
it felt
it's
good.
86. So tomorrow for the game tomorrow, y'all Seminoles and Rattlers is for the game tomorrow night. Now Rattlers, you might want to bring your jacket out there because it might be a little nippy out there. The low tomorrow supposed to be 57 and the high 86. So it's gonna be a nice game. I tell
That's
you, it's no cramping. Boy, you been seeing the cramps lately. They not
no,
hydrating, man.
not at Florida State. We well hydrated machines over here.
Lord Jesus.
What? Will Tacker gone? You know, Will Tacker talking about you got to hydrate and drink
Hey,
water and stuff. Nah,
hey,
my players.
Buffalo.
I ain't even
I
gonna
know
lie to
I'm
you. I
jumping
ain't even
real quick.
watched the Boston College game. Well, I watched it, but I only watched like the first half.
I cut it off, bro. I was so mad, dog. Just,
And
bro, because you gotta think. It was in the middle of our game when I had to go drop my mom up there to FSU. So I seen all them people around there smiling, happy, all jumping up and down. And then
because
I
Florida
dropped it
was
off. I
losing and
come back
Florida State
home.
was winning.
I'm listening to the game on the radio, and I'm like, man, what's going on, man? And then I get home and see it. And then I have to go pick her up from Doak Campbell. And I see all them the people just running around the street. Man, they running
Back
up
in
and
the damn
down Gaines
food,
Street.
ready to
Happy,
go to Bulls
man.
and go get some more drinks.
Yeah,
Good time.
Madison Social, all that. Man, happy. Like, man, I'm sitting around there like, boy, I'm like stink meaner, man. Boy, I can't wait till they beat these.
I
Boy.
know that's all it is. Y'all ready for us to take some L's so y'all
Hey,
can
you know
laugh.
Twitter gonna go crazy when y'all when y'all finally lose, man.
No, I know Gator Twitter is gonna go crazy because y'all
I ain't
y'all
gonna
the
say
biggest
nothing.
haters, dog.
Hey, I
The
ain't gonna say nothing.
Hurricanes, they like this. They can't say shit.
Hey,
they
yeah, they can't say
can't
nothing
say
right
nothing.
now.
They
They can't say
quiet, and I
nothing.
love it. But y'all Gators, y'all still buzzing. Y'all still hanging
Hey,
on
but
that
you know
Anthony
how we
Richardson
gonna
as a
do it,
savior.
dog. We not gonna shut up, man. Come
I
on,
know
now.
that's the damn problem.
You remember when remember when y'all was tearing us up every year? We was still talking, dog.
Still talking. Hey,
You can't shut us up.
we coming back to that though. We finna get back to tearing y'all ass up. Y'all had Florida, Miami. Y'all had y'all time, dog. Florida State been down since at least 2014. So y'all had y'all time to figure it all out, try to come up, but y'all didn't take advantage, bro.
See, I
So
knew
now
this
we
was
back.
coming.
We 4-0.
I
I
knew
be
it was
5-0.
coming.
And we're gonna go. This the
I
toughest
knew
part of
these
our
exact
schedule.
words was coming. I knew it was coming.
Hey, this is the toughest part of our
Hey,
schedule.
all
This is
week
the
long,
toughest part of our schedule.
let me tell y'all, I done known this brother for I don't even know how many years. I knew that exact words. He was waiting to say them exact words right there.
I held it for the podcast, my nigga. Cause we is back. Hey, I'm gonna chill though, cause we still got a big game tomorrow. But
Man, you want to talk about your game tomorrow? Then we get into the. How was the game? You said you ain't watched the game last week.
I didn't really watch it. I can't say I didn't watch it. I watched it on my phone. I was at a business meeting, watched it on my phone. Probably should have been paying attention to the business meeting. But man, when them boys playing like they played Saturday, you can't do nothing but watch, man. Them boys played inspired football. They could have came out there and settled down to their opponent, like the Gators like to do. Could have played around with their opponent, played with their food like Georgia did versus Kent State last week. That was been the little saying around the world this week, playing with their food. Georgia played with their food last week. Florida State could have played with their food, but they had fried eagle and they tore that shit up. It was delicious. Fried eagle wings. That's probably good as fuck. America gonna get our ass for that shit.
Bro, I'm about to say, but you go to jail for that, dog.
But we had fried eagle wing last Saturday. It was good. The boys won 44. What was 44-14? But the whole thing that got set in motion was Trey Benson
44-14.
returning the
Dang,
kickoff.
that sounds familiar. Almost familiar. We'll look back to that later on this show.
Nah,
What you
that
saying
was
though?
that was old. That's old shit. I don't know what you're talking about, but I already kind of figure what you're talking about. That's old.
All right,
That's
what
Willie
you
that's
talking
Willie
about though?
Taggart, Florida State. This Mike Norvell, Florida State.
All right.
But overall, man, the boys played good. Um, all our running backs averaging at least 5 yards a carry, stuff like that. Quarterback putting up 300 plus a week, actually throwing touchdown passes. Shit, it was just like grown quarterback shit, man. So just coming into this Wake Forest game, Wake Forest game gonna be a whole hell of a lot different. Wake Forest is not as good as they were last year as far as how crisp they are or were, but it could be just because Sam Hartman didn't start the season with the team, so he's still kind of warmed up and getting in the grooves of
What exactly
what he
was wrong
was.
with him?
But he had a blood clot, and apparently
Oh,
it's an injury that it's something that transpired from high school that wasn't taken care of properly. But he
yeah.
definitely, because like he was apparently I listened to so many different podcasts and they had some of the background stories of what happened. But pretty much he had some kind of injury in high school. He rehabbed that. He was supposed to be missed like half of his junior year or senior year in high school. He ended up playing the first week. Then with his injury and the blood clot happened. I guess it happened then, or it happened. He been playing all this time with a blood clot, and it got severe to the point now where it was hindering his play. This last off season or whatever. So, and he was able to bounce back. He got it cleared up and got it straightened out. And he was able to bounce back and play. This the second game of the season. So I mean, he's still coming into himself. Everybody saw him last week. He played against Clemson. They probably should have won that game. Um, I think they had the lead 35-28 in the fourth quarter. So they could have kind of had that game. They should have probably upset Clemson. I would love for them to upset Clemson and come to Tallahassee with the big head, but it didn't happen that way. The only thing that's kind of like helping us to a certain extent is we was talking about it before we hopped on the pod, or maybe we talked about it on the pod just a second ago. But Dave Clawson talking about possibly not playing that game. You start putting that in your player's head, you're probably not going to play this weekend, and then all of a sudden it kind of changes that you are probably playing this weekend. That can kind of hinder the game plan. That can kind of mess with your player's psyche a little bit. So hopefully, matter of fact, that hopefully they not ready to play. They come to Tallahassee and they get blown out. Florida State blow them boys out. I think we win pretty convincingly tomorrow. To be honest with you,
You think so?
yeah. I think overall the way we play ball right now, that's not a good bill for Wake Forest. We can sit back, we can hand the ball off 20, 30 times, and they run defense not that good. They pass defense not that good. So we can pick either one how they want to lose. That we'll let them pick.
So you can pass, you can dial it up, and you can run it.
We can dial it up. We can run it. We can dial it up. We can pass it. I'm gonna worry about them scoring on our defense because our defense is decent. I still can't say that they good. I'm still not a Adam Fuller
Any
fan.
injuries?
Nah, not nothing significant. We getting healthier for the most part on the defensive side of the ball.
Speaking of Fuller, I seen him on a lot of broadcasts this week. Today, I think, or something like that. Adam Fuller, he was on a couple of like TV spots.
I mean, the whole game gonna hinge on his shoulders, bro. If he can get some kind of stops, and I know he's gonna be trying to rely on. He's gonna be trying to rely on. He's gonna be trying to rely on a lot of defensive players. So it's gonna be.
Hey, bro. Hold on real quick. I'm about to hit you too with this. When the last time y'all had a defensive core? Y'all haven't had one like Mickey Andrews. Y'all haven't had one like him, have y'all?
I mean, the last like stone cold killer defensive coordinator we had is Kentucky head coach, and that was Stoops, and we had Stoops. We had Stoops at the defensive coordinator, and we had what's buddy that got in trouble? I was at Tennessee.
Pruitt.
Pruitt. Pruitt was the
Yeah,
defensive
bro.
backs
All right,
coach.
all right.
So that was
But
probably the
see
last
him.
time we. That was the last
Yeah,
time we pretty much had like a killer ass defense. Fucking
yeah.
what's his name? What's his name? That's at Alabama now.
Oh,
Charles. Damn, I can't think of the defensive coordinator we had for all them years, and he was like suspect. Charles Kelly. Fucking Charles
Kelly. All right,
Kelly.
yeah.
Yeah, Alabama now. He doing pretty good there, but I think that's probably his what he need to do,
That
sit up
was
under
Jimbo.
somebody.
That was Jimbo, wasn't it?
Yeah, Jimbo had
Jimbo
Charles
used to
Kelly.
bring them boys through there though.
And then Taggart had, I can't even remember what he had, but now we got Adam Fuller calling defensive plays. But he also has it's been a little bit better since your boy from Miami came in. What's his name? I'm drinking. I'm
Oh,
drawing a blank
Randy
right now.
Shannon.
Since Randy Shannon got in, Randy Shannon has been helping him a lot and saving his ass a lot. I mean, so it's
Because
just
he on
like,
field now, ain't he?
yeah, he don't feel because he's a linebacker coach now. He's
Because
officially
he was an analyst though, wasn't he? Like a
right.
year.
When he
Like,
first got there, he was an analyst and
all right.
he was putting his input in the game, but analysts don't have the headset and they can't say, hey, this is happening. And now
Yeah,
Randy
nah.
Shannon is putting his input in with Adam Fuller, and they like not bumping heads, but they come bringing their heads together and being able to call different shit, seeing different things. You got all these guys on the staff, and it's helping, but then it's like
Could you see Randy
for the
going to
defense to
one of
be
these
dominant.
HBCUs?
So what?
Could you see Randy going to one of these HBCUs? The big hit Dion to get him to go to one?
I mean, if Bethune-Cookman opened up something like that, but I don't think he's trying to leave Florida at this point in his career.
Yeah.
I think he got too much tied into the state of Florida. So if he can, he's trying to stay within the confines of the state of Florida and continue his career out. And right now, with Mike Norvell and where everything's going, I think he might be all in at Florida State.
Shocking. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy how these legends that we we think is legends in Florida football can just walk around Tallahassee and nobody know them, dog. Like
because damn people just be oblivious.
Yeah, bro. What's his name? He on y'all staff too.
Ratliff.
Yeah, just just walk around normal. But nobody knows.
I couldn't call out. If I saw him, I wouldn't know who he was either.
But yeah, man. But so I'm like, dang. Like shoot, man. But yeah, dog, it was just hit me. I was like, I ain't seen y'all had a Mickey Andrews type DC.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, and I saw him all over TV today, and I was like, dog, they trying to.
And the thing is, it's hard. It's hard these days to be that kind of defensive coordinator. To be what you need players like what Georgia got that can almost be. Because like Georgia, only team I see that actually plays like this stifling defense. For the most part, they didn't play very well last week. Like everybody said, they was playing with their food with Kent State. I don't know what I didn't see none of that game, and I don't know why it was as close as it was.
Yeah, I didn't know it was that close.
Yeah, it was like what, 38-22 or something like that. Something crazy. Yeah. But it's kind of hard with there's so many various changing parts on these offenses now. So many great quarterback play. And I think video games play a part in some of the quarterback play. That's just something
how you say that?
Out there. Huh? Just because I feel like Madden and all those Madden and NCAA, even though NCAA haven't been popping in the last few years, but I definitely feel like these kids that play quarterback and or not even necessarily play quarterback, but play offense or play defense, period. Play Madden, period. You actually, especially when you first get the game, you know how they take you through the tutorial and you got to figure out how to throw the ball in certain coverages and all this stuff. And you know, these kids nowadays, they may not be as common sense smart, but that little technological stuff, if they learn that shit, that's easy. That could start becoming second nature for them. I get mad at my son now for not being very common sense driven, but if you technologically set it up and explain it to them, you can explain something to these kids nowadays, they learn that stuff and it's like I already know that. That's easy. So I feel like Madden and as it continues to get better and the NCAA coming out in the next year or so, these kids gonna continue to learn. Quarterback play gonna get better, and that's up to the defense and the defensive guys to start continue as well to grow with that trend and continue to figure out ways to get better. I definitely feel like the way they call games as far as the penalties is kind of crazy, but as you can see with Tagovailoa situation, that shit was wild. Did you watch that game last
Man,
night?
bro, you want to talk about that real quick, dog?
Talk about it real quick.
Yeah, then we'll go to the Gators, dog. But yeah, man, let's watch this video real quick, man. Let's watch this video real quick.
Man, let me stop.
Hold on, first off, first one,
wild.
let's watch this one from Sunday night. Can you see it?
Not yet.
You see it now?
Yeah.
All right, let's watch this real quick.
Head gonna hit the ground. Fall. That's a red flag right there. Like, that man, they told my heels his ankle and his knee. Nah, bro, that's straight wooziness. You should have snatched time out of the game. They didn't want, another thing I'd be mad about how everybody do Teddy Bridgewater. Everybody act like Teddy Bridgewater wasn't the month when he first came out of college, bro.
Yeah.
He got that one knee injury, and everybody tossed to the side and act like he trash.
You think Lamar is because Lamar Jackson came up so quick, right behind him, and kind of
right after him?
Yeah, I think it was like right after him. I believe so. I'll look at it real quick after this video. Here we go. This from last night now.
That scared the freak out of me. I ain't gonna lie. And everybody tried to come straighten out his fingers, like, nah, buddy, don't touch him. Don't touch him. I would have scared the hell out of me if I saw it in like live action. I was like, what the hell? Hey, bro, I tweeted the other night from the pod, I think, but remember Javid Best and that injury he had, and his arms.
Hold on. Shit. Shoot. What injury Javid Best had?
Javid Best, but he was at Cal. He had
How you
some
spell
kind of
his
injury
name?
when
I
he
seen you tweet about it.
And then
right there.
head like David.
Right there. Right here.
But yeah, when he played for Cal, he had some kind of injury. Ooh. His arms got stuck.
Oh, I don't want to watch it though. I don't like no injuries.
That's what it reminded me of. And that's like
you see it right there.
Yeah, it instantly reminded me of when his fingers got stuck the way they were. That's what it reminded me of. So I'm like, oh man. Even though Javid Best still went on, he still had a decent NFL career, but it wasn't the same. He wasn't the same.
Oh, that's crazy, bro.
So it was like, man, this got to be careful. I don't even know where we was going with it. Just like shot it like took my brain away from what we was talking about. But that junk is wow. You just got to be careful, man. That's a reason why PJ not playing football at his age, because he could play right now. I want to limit those type of injuries as long as I possibly can. He already told me he want to play football now, but I'm like, nope. First off, I know my son. I know my son, and I'm like, nope.
He gonna be upset, man.
He gonna be upset, but I'll let he can wait till he at least 16, 17 in high school. He could train, he can do whatever, but nah. Just from off of like concussion stuff until they figure something else out more better. that as far as. And you notice some of these helmets though. Some of these helmets ugly as hell. Like uh what's his name?
I haven't
Ezekiel
seen a
Elliott.
couple.
Ezekiel Elliott
Yeah,
don't want his junk look weird. It's like they did these new helmets. They look like the people tried to computerize them and didn't come out good. Like you playing an old ass Madden game and the helmets
it's
just look
like
like a
his
big ass block sitting on their head. That's what the
it's
new
like
helmets
his it's like his head is formed like it fit
like it's
like
connected to his head. It's connected to his
yeah
face.
yeah.
Yeah. So I don't
It's
know if these
weird.
helmets
Yeah.
are safer, but I mean it definitely
Hey,
ugly
and then
as
you
hell.
see them old school quarterbacks with the shut helmet with the three, with the dots, the little air
Yeah,
holes in the top. Yeah,
the old shut
them
when you had
old
to pump the
school.
air into it.
Yeah,
Shit,
yeah.
you hard to see. Do you still see the Revos we used to wear?
Nah,
The
probably
damn
not.
Revos and shit gone. I don't hardly see those that much, but I don't know. I don't keep up with helmets no more. But yeah, man, just wrapping up. I don't know how we got over there, but wrapping up with Florida State, man. Florida State versus Wake Forest. Wake Forest coming to town. It's gonna be a good game, man. I think it's gonna be one of those back and forth games, kind of similar to Louisville. Hopefully, not the same situation happened with the quarterback. I think if the same situation happened with the quarterback, I think Wake Forest will have the advantage in that aspect of the game. But I mean, if Jordan Travis kind of take over the game as what he has been doing, as far as maybe taking off and running a little more often than he has, and I think that's going to be crucial in the next 3 games. If he can take off and get positive in the rushing game or being able to extend plays is going to be great. So, but as far as this game coming up tomorrow, 3:30, I like us. Of course I do. 38-28, maybe 31. Wait Forest not gonna win the game. Florida State
Oh,
winning.
hold on. You sound like you're about to say Wake Forest gonna
Nah,
win.
I was
Yeah,
saying Wake Forest gonna have 28 points. Florida State gonna have 38. Like I feel like we gonna force a couple turnovers from quarterback. So I think our cornerbacks are a little bit better than Clemson's. Because Clemson, not that. Now I'm not saying that now, but Clemson when they played Wake Forest last week. It was like freshmen and sophomores playing guys they were highly touted, but they're not necessarily ready to throw them on the field. The older
mm-hmm.
guys are out with injuries. So I feel like we got better corners, even though they got some good guys that can catch the ball. If Sam Hartman got the arm to get him there, I'm not sure if our guys are playing like Jerry Verse, but we got other guys like Patrick Payton that's been stepping up, and then of course Dennis Briggs on the other side. I think Amari Gaynor should be playing tomorrow, so that can be
He was out last
something.
week.
I think he played last week, but I think he's getting more healthy, as the season goes. So, man, I like us 38, at least 38, if not 41. It's going to be 41-31. We're going to win by double digits. We're going to win by double digits. If it's not double digits, it's a touchdown. 38, 28, 38, 31, 41-31, something like that. Florida State.
I like 31-28 Wake Forest. 31-28
No.
Wake Forest.
Well, nigga, what happened to Tennessee, nigga? Tennessee, we're going to whoop their ass.
Hey. Before we get into that, let's take a look at something real quick here.
What you got? Let's
take a look at something.
You got a
real
clip?
quick.
You got a clip from
No,
week one?
let's take a look at something real quick. Now, Brother Hart, got a question for you. On September 27th at 9:42 p.m., what was you doing researching who Florida playing this week?
Huh? Hey, that's every week, man. You always got a no thought.
You see how they be
no thought
watching? They
opponent.
paying attention. They paying attention to us. They paying attention to us.
Y'all just
They
lucky
know
as
what's
fuck
funny.
that we playing a team that actually matters in the nation, and y'all know who Sam Hartman is. I'm mad that you, bro. We don't know who. What's his name? What's
I
his
don't even
name?
know. You researching them?
I don't remember right now. It's like Gunnerton or
I
something
don't
like
even
that.
remember his name. Man. He don't even remember his name. But
I
man,
don't remember his
we got
name.
Eastern Washington. But last week, last week, you know, and we got
Tanner Gunnington.
they got us. Yeah, that's his name.
I
That's his name.
I didn't watch y'all game because I don't waste my time, but why was the score that close? I think last time I looked, it was like 38-20 something. Y'all scored a late touchdown. I
Now
thought y'all had a chance.
you remember I tweeted about my grandma better not be saying Brandon it's gonna be okay. So we sitting there watching the game, right?
Ah,
And we get the onside kick. She said, I don't know what they got her for. They ain't gonna win no way. I said, Granny, what would you say that for?
she a Gator fan? Or
Yeah,
she
she
just
supposed
like
to be
she just
like the
cheer for
Gator,
whoever?
man. She really cheerful, but she supposed to be like a Gator
I
fan,
know
dog.
my
And
grandma, she
she
liked Florida State, but she cheered for any Florida teams. Hey, check
yeah,
this out. So tell me why Middle
what up?
Tennessee State losing to uh University of Texas at San Antonio 38-20. I'm sorry. It just happened to be. I'm gonna have to say that. Goddamn Miami. We
Has
can
there
near
ever been
everybody's
a bigger fumble of the bag than Miami going to the ACC?
definitely not. Cause I think you tweeted out that they thought they was gonna come and run the conference. And they
Yeah,
have
that ain't.
not. They still, what is it, 20 some years into it, and they still haven't won the conference. They still haven't.
You got Ken Dorsey up there throwing tantrums, man. What's going on, man? What's going on, man? But nah, with Tennessee versus Florida, we almost came back, man.
Y'all just need a little bit
Bruh,
more time, and y'all would have won, huh?
yeah, just a little bit more time. But I don't, man. I don't know, dog. I don't know. Hopefully, people.
Talkington.
The one thing, bro, I do respect, bro, and I do love is that Billy ain't one that's gonna say, "I'm gonna stick with what I do." Right? I don't, I ain't throwing no things out
But
there,
shit, what
but
he
like,
doing ain't working, so he
hey,
can't stick to what.
nah, but check this. He said it. He said a lot of those plays that were busted plays was because one person wasn't doing their job.
Who was it?
He's like one person impotent. He suddenly somehow hurt now. That one person. So he not playing. He not starting right now. So yeah. So you know what I'm saying. So but yeah, he not playing. He not gonna play this. I don't think he playing this week. So I
Y'all see
respect
this
that
weak
he
ass
okay.
top 25. You see, he keep trying to leave Florida State off at the end.
Nah, bro, the thing
I'm
won't
just
let me get
playing, bro.
number
I
20.
know, I know.
Yeah,
I know, nigga. I just fucking with
yeah.
you. Go
See,
ahead.
they be trying to find some way how to say, oh, they hate on us because they hate us.
They hate us because they
Hey,
ain't us.
but nah, man. But Tennessee got us. You know, do you think Hendon Hooker is a Heisman? I see a lot of people saying that.
I don't know, bro. I saw that shit too. They put that man in the Heisman the conversation. Cause bro,
Yeah,
they gonna lose like 3-4 more games. I ain't gonna say 4.
I mean,
I say losing by
he
2.
he would. I respect him in our game because he read the busted and he kept going at that one player. He kept going where that one player was at. He knew somehow he was gonna get him off balance and be able to hit the person he was supposed to be covering.
Who?
So I respect him for knowing, huh?
Y'all know who it is, or y'all don't want?
Yeah, we know who it is, man. Look on every depth chart that's been out and look at the recent one. He
I
not
don't
on
look at
there no
y'all
more.
depth chart, bro. You
Yeah,
really think
so
I be looking at this stuff? Is it Trey
yeah,
Dean?
you do, man. Yeah,
I don't.
you know who it is, man.
It's Trey
He
Dean.
not on there no more. Yeah.
I don't look at this
And
stuff,
it's
bro.
messed up because you remember I talked about him early in the season about having the most tackle. Like he was like ranked in like the top 20 or 30 in tackles. He had like
Bro,
38 so far that
it
year.
don't pan out for a lot of these guys. I mean, we sit here and recruit these guys and bring them in, but because I word on the street, Travis J transferring, so it just don't.
But
Some of these
he
guys
was a
just
top
don't.
recruit.
Right? It don't click. It don't pan out, and it just. I mean, on top of him having injuries, it just didn't never click for him. Nah. I mean, I just word on the street. I
Yeah,
don't know if
so
I haven't seen it officially yet, but that I keep hearing it through the
yeah, so
grapevines.
Jaden Hill gonna take his spot, take his position, and that's gonna be a little solid play right there, man. So yeah, Florida gonna be. I think it's something that they wanted to somehow implement, but they wanted to try to get through the first couple games, and then have this easy game right here, and then put in try Jaden because he
All
coming
right.
off an injury.
Miami said they had an easy game right here too, and we saw how that
Man,
worked out
bro,
for
bro, this game on Sunday, boy. We finna take these boys to church, and then we're gonna
them. Bro, ain't
do what we
nobody
do,
watching that
dog.
game, bro.
Man, you know that everybody gonna be watching it, man.
It's on
It's a
ESPN.
bit. I don't know what it's gonna be SEC Network Plus.
Everybody watching that shit. Everybody will be ready for Tampa Bay and whoever else playing.
Oh, snap.
I don't know what y'all
Hey
was thinking, bro.
man. Hey man, but yeah,
I
we
guess they
got
thought the
Eastern
Hurricane was
Washington.
coming through there for real.
Hey, yeah, Tampa Bay still got their game there. That's crazy.
Yeah, they playing Kansas City on Sunday night. So yeah, they still playing.
Yeah.
But how you think this game gonna play out though, overall? I mean, y'all got a little simple
Oh man,
game,
I
a little
think
simple game.
bro, we got to score 60. I need 60.
I don't know, bro.
I
Y'all
need
had
60.
y'all played somebody, y'all should draw 60 on. Y'all won 20, 31 to 28. We saw the next
Man,
week when Louisville dropped Louisville beat them boys 41 to 3.
yeah,
And y'all out there
something like
struggling
that.
with them. So I don't know, bro. I'm trying to tell you that boy Gunner Talkington is on his way. He's a
Bro,
senior.
we got
He's from Battleground, Washington. He got 10 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. He's had a better career, better season so far than Anthony Richardson.
at least AR got his touchdown last week.
One touchdown. I mean, you know the Heisman candidates out there, they got 16.
Hey man,
At least
it's
Jordan Travis got
okay.
10.
He got next year.
And he definitely gonna be back next year.
Jordan,
You know,
you
I
think
don't know if he's gonna be in a Gator jersey, but he'll be back next year.
man, nah, I ain't gonna talk that up. Hey, you think Jordan Travis
I
got a
don't
better chance
know.
at the Heisman than Hendon Hooker?
Yeah. I feel
Why
like Jordan
Jordan
Travis.
Travis is he in the Heisman talk?
Nah, not yet. He's flying
You
under the
think he gonna be
radar.
there if he show out
He got
tomorrow?
he got some work to do. He definitely got to show up tomorrow. He got to show up versus NC State and Clemson. Like all three opponents, he need to drop. He's not that quarterback though. I don't see him doing it, but he got to be like 300 plus, 4 touchdown passes type quarterback. And that's not his game. And
This is
I feel
last
like
year.
nah, he got another year if he want to stay.
What?
Bro, that COVID year, bro, we keep forgetting about that COVID. You thought what? Like Ventrell Miller ain't been there for like 8 years, bro. That COVID
Hey
year is
man,
messing everybody up. That
Ventrell got
COVID year didn't
he
even
had
count.
injury shirt.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
mean, if a guy got an injury, red shirt, and then they also got the COVID year, they could be in college for 6 or 7 years. So that's where Ventrell Miller is, and then there's a couple other guys that's been there for a long time. And they like considered like sophomores and juniors, and they've been in college forever. Like fucking Michael Penix been in college forever.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, he balling right now though, but as far as I don't know, I wouldn't put Jordan Travis in the Heisman talk yet. And Florida State keep winning. His numbers just keep climbing. Y'all see how I stuck that in. Keep climbing, right? keep climbing and get into that pinnacle, man. It's just like just got to continue to be consistent. That's the whole thing, being consistent. You got to do that every week, especially with what he has on the team. Like we got a 3-headed monster, bro. I already mentioned all our running backs average at least 5 yards a carry. Tell me where they do that at. 3 running backs averaging 5 yards a carry. Do y'all do that? The University of Florida do that? I said at least. So that
I
means
don't
some
look at
guys.
stats. I don't look at.
You
I
don't,
don't look at
we don't
stats.
look at stats. See, now when I used to come at you and I ain't have stats, and now I was messing up because I ain't had the stats, and now I'm bringing stats, and now you don't look at
I
stats.
don't look at stats.
Stats like Keenan McHale used to do stats. Shouts word to Coolio, man. But it's just crazy, bro. It's like you can't. It's hard to do that. Average running backs averaging 5+ yards a carry. We got running backs averaging 7 yards a carry. That's already you already halfway to it, past halfway to a first down. So it's gonna be hard for Jordan Travis to kind of get the Heisman voters to kind of pay attention to him. But only thing you could do is keep your head down and keep grinding and keep climbing. Pause the take right there. But man. But so I mean, overall, what you think the final score, y'all? What you got?
Man, I think like 52-17.
I'll give you that. And then we try to get one of our homeboys on here to talk about what's going on in Miami, bro. What's going on? What is going on in the streets of Miami, man? It just last week, let me tell you how it went down. All right, so stepdaughter playing softball and all this stuff. It's good, gravy, cool. So I looked at the score, Miami down 10-0. I said, ha. I laughed a little bit. All the boys will come back though. I looked at it again, 17-3. All the boys still gonna come back second quarter. And I don't know. I think it might have went to 24-3 or 24-10 or something like that. I'm like, all right, it's time to come back a little bit. But they still letting these boys score. So eventually they're gonna stop letting these boys score. And I kept looking at the score, and they kept the other team, Middle Tennessee State, kept scoring. I was like, what the hell? So I'm telling my wife, like, Miami's struggling with Middle Tennessee State. Of course, she know Middle Tennessee. She haven't heard Middle Tennessee State that often, so she know they're not a college football blue blood. So she like, that sounds a little crazy. So she started paying attention a little more, looked at her Twitter, saw the Miami fans was talking crazy and stuff. So like, it's going down. So I'm like, damn, I wish I had my iPad so I can actually watch it. Then I look at the score again. I think I'm driving home or I'm almost home. And these boys are 38-10 or 38-17, something like that. And I'm like, what? They finna lose this. And I guess Tyler Van Dyke got snatched and they put Garcia in and he couldn't bring him back. So it was like, I don't know. How you felt when you was watching that? You didn't really care because y'all lost.
Yeah, I ain't really care. But at some point though, you got if you a top team and you are what you supposed to be a top dog over a team, and you get down like that, you like, man, we not gonna win this. This other team putting they all into this one. We can keep
Yeah.
trying, but
After the game, after all the dust settled, I found out that that the head coach was a former Florida State guy.
yeah, when you told me that, I was like, what in the world? That's why he was talking trash like that.
Yeah, so he said all his Florida State buddies and they was all talking noise and all this stuff was hitting him up about the game or whatever. So just seeing them boys actually win that game because it wasn't even necessarily off of him. He just executed and had a better game plan than what Mario had. And that's what this whole conversation we having, it rolls back to Mario. If you look at his resume, bro, that's what he's been. That's what he's been his whole career.
Yeah.
And like I say he's a great recruiter. Okay, you're a great recruiter, but what you do with them great recruits? besides like have Justin Herbert looking mediocre and guys not want to play in Oregon and stuff like that. So I mean, they can celebrate having him all they want to, and but it's not looking very hot so far in the start of Miami. We try to get a Miami guy on to kind of tell his perspective on it. Shouts out to that boy Ben, but with this
Shout
hurricane
out to Ben,
situation going
man.
on, we couldn't
Keep
get him
hiding,
on. But
dog. Keep hiding.
that nigga say he hiding. That man say he trying to protect
I'm
his
just
family
playing,
from the
Ben. I know.
hurricane.
I'm just playing, Ben.
But overall, right now it's not looking good for them Hurricanes.
We'll be
I
back
pray
next
I
year.
pray they come.
We'll be back.
Wait till next year. But I just
Wait
pray they
till this
come to top. We
2017
come down
recruiting
there.
class.
What?
Wait till this 2017 recruiting class. Wait till
What's to the seniors? Super seniors. God damn it. COVID year.
Yeah. What you saying?
But no, I was just saying, hopefully they still look the same when November 7th come. Because if Florida State gonna blow their ass out. Remember when they were celebrating that, what was it, 52-10 or something like that? They beat us. Remember they were celebrating that shit? All right.
And y'all playing down there too?
Yeah, we play down there. We coming. And let's pick some of these games, and then we'll get on to the NFL and get up out of here. Shouts out to Chris Colson for coming on last week and rocking with us. That was a good pod.
Yeah,
appreciate everybody that was able to check that out.
Shout out to Chris, man, hitting text and talking about what up, B. Man.
Yeah, he was happy. Yeah, that was crazy how we got that going, because I remembered somebody like in Tennessee, but I didn't remember who it was, and it just happened to be that boy Chris.
Dog, he caught that. Dewan Black caught that onside kick like that, bro.
He played for
I
Tennessee.
couldn't believe it, huh?
He played for Tennessee.
Nah, for Florida. That's how we came back like that. He caught the onside kick, and we was about to score.
Yeah, Anthony Richardson throwing the interception.
Yeah,
straight Matt Ryan style. Game, you think you got the game in hand, you throw interception, straight Matt Ryan style. Alabama versus Arkansas. Alabama traveling to Fayetteville to play against them Razorbacks. They are 15.5-point underdog.
15.5?
Hell yeah.
Can I just do the cover? I like them to cover that.
Sure. Yeah, I like them to cover too. So I guess we both pick Arkansas to cover.
Yeah.
Not to win outright. To cover.
Nah, I don't got too much faith in that one, man. I think Bryce Young. If it was last year, Bryce Young at Arkansas, maybe. But nah, not this year, Bryce Young.
What about Oregon State versus Utah?
I haven't seen too much of Oregon State, but I've seen Utah.
They are.
I'm guessing.
Utah is 11.5-point favorites.
I like Ohio State Oregon State to cover that.
I like Oregon State to win outright. I think Utah's trash. They lost to Florida. Georgia at Missouri.
Georgia all the way.
Stanford at Oregon. Oregon is 15.5-point favorites.
I like Oregon straight up.
I like Stanford to cover. Oklahoma State versus Baylor. Baylor is 2.5-point favorites.
I like Baylor.
I like Oklahoma State to win outright. Like 35-31 type game. 4-point victory for Oklahoma State. Oklahoma versus TCU. Oklahoma is
man. Yeah,
4.5-point favorites. I'm gonna go Oklahoma outright and cover the spread. even though TCU is decent, it's better than what we think they are. So I mean, TCU that'd be wild. TCU beat them boys, but
Yeah.
it can happen. I was trying to pick all the games, but all these games could be pretty good. West Virginia at Texas. Texas is minus 10.5.
West Virginia
The cover or the win?
win. Go big, go home.
I can see West Virginia winning too.
Where it's at?
At Texas.
Uh, I still like West Virginia.
Uh Michigan at Iowa. It's only a negative. It's only negative 9.5 points for Michigan, and Iowa can't score shit.
Where it's at?
It's in Iowa.
That's probably why I like Iowa to win it.
Nah, Michigan big. They cover the spread and they win outright. Uh, Rutgers at Ohio State. Negative
Come on, man.
40 and a half.
I like Ohio State to win it. I don't know if they beat them like if they want to whoop them up like that. Sometimes you don't even know if you got to do that. You just got to do that. So
Then, yeah, I'm going Ohio State big, but I don't know if it's gonna be 40 points though. So I'm
no,
gonna say
I
I'm
don't know.
gonna say
They
Rutgers cover that. That's a lot of points. Penn State versus Northwestern. That's another game. A lot of points. 24.5 points.
that's too many points. I like Penn State though. Bro. Listen,
My bad. The game kids. All right. All right. Penn State. We already did that. Penn State gonna win that.
yeah,
NC State versus Clemson, and we'll start NFL. Oh
NC
no,
State.
NC State to win outright.
Yeah,
All right.
that boy looking sad, crying to his auntie.
So you said NC State gonna travel to Death Valley at 7:30
And beat them
and beat Clemson.
7:30. Beat them. Wolfpack. What Kevin Nash told y'all? Don't
What?
mess around with the Wolfpack. You know, back in WCW, don't mess around with the Wolfpack, man.
I'm going Clemson. And they gonna win by 10. I don't think NC State is good as we thought they were gonna be. So
All right,
I feel like they're gonna lose to Clemson and they're gonna lose to Florida State next
what?
week. While Florida State's on route to 6-0 and guaranteeing the bowl game. Let's go. Cincinnati. No, I ain't picking that.
What bowl
Kentucky,
game y'all going for?
the Orange Bowl. Kentucky at Ole Miss. Ole
I
Miss
like
is 6.5 point
Kentucky.
favorites. Hell no. Ole Miss gonna beat their ass and cover the spread. LSU versus Auburn. Auburn.
Man, it's two sorry ass teams. I like LSU because Auburn sorry. Auburn's not the Auburn of yesteryears.
We apologize, people. Some technical difficulties. But Auburn needs this game for pretty much for the head coach to keep his job. But man, LSU good, man. I keep trying to tell y'all LSU legit. And Florida State just came and stole them niggas' cookies. and y'all don't want to believe that shit yet.
That's the only reason you're saying that because y'all played them.
So,
If y'all play Texas A&M, y'all say they good too.
shouts out to that strength of schedule. That strength of schedule, we need that. So
I
I'm
don't
going
understand
LSU.
that though.
What's not to understand that you
Y'all
you
strength of
factor in who you
schedule.
played and who you
Y'all
have
strength
to
of
play for the rest
schedule
of the
was
season.
was what 6 and 16, something
That's
like that.
because you're not factoring the remaining amount of the schedule. You got to factor in the rest of the schedule too. Only thing y'all got left is Georgia and Florida State.
Man, we got
And the better Florida
Missouri,
State
we
play, the
got
better.
Texas
Man, Missouri
A&M.
sorry as fuck. Texas A&M can't
We,
score the ball either. Y'all better beat them boys.
we got Missouri. We got
Weak,
Georgia.
strong. Who else
We
y'all
got
got?
y'all. I mean, that's weak, but
Strong. We gonna whoop y'all ass. It's gonna be ridiculous how bad we beat Florida this year. All right, though, but all right. How y'all feel about Schrader Sanders as a Heisman candidate? Deion Sanders is campaigning for his son to be in the Heisman talk.
you think so?
So you think if he was at Alabama, he was at Ohio State, he'd be putting up the same numbers? That's what Deion's saying.
I don't think he would be putting up the same numbers. I think he might be doing like good though, holding in the road. Nah, I think he. Hmm, I don't know, but that'd be crazy though if they would consider him for a Heisman.
I definitely think they should include him in the talk. They can, if possible. But you know how they do. You know how they do the black folk. And then just some HBCU games. We always forget about talking about HBCU. So, um, bro had put in that Hugh Jackson said they got to earn the G back on their helmet. What the fuck?
Bro, how you take the G off the Grambling
How
helmet,
you take
dog?
the G off the helmet?
Have our guys be really, truly accountable to the things we do. I think wearing that G means something. It means something to have that on your helmet. It's not just something that I think is given, I think is earned. I think there's a lot of men who've come through these doors, who've played here, coached here. And there's really a reputation here about what that stands for. It stands for greatness. And I want our guys to chase that in everything that we do. And so I felt it was the right thing to do to remove that till we start playing, doing the things that hold each other accountable to being Grambling State University men. And they didn't blink. You know, I would have a problem if they had a problem. They didn't. They felt like we haven't lived up to the standard. So I think it's a good thing. And the thing that was really pleasing to me is after this game, after Sunday's meeting, they go, Coach, we want to do everything we can to get that G back. And so that means something to me. That means we're going to lift our level even more. And that's what you're trying to do. I want these guys to understand there was some great, great men, women, whoever that was associated with this program that bleeds for this program, that want to see us get back to where we need to be. And this is the class that's going to get us back there. They need to start doing
Well, how you feel about that? What if Willie Simmons said he taking the rattler off the helmet? What if Jackson State
Man,
winning?
do that. Man, you ain't got no respect for the G, man.
You say he don't got no respect for it.
Yeah, dog. How you gonna take the G off the helmet, man?
I think it's funny too. I think it's like it's weird too. Like that's almost you see that black and gold G. That's that's Grambling. And now
Yeah,
you taking it off the helmet. Are they gonna play games without it too?
bro. That's like them helmets on NCAA for the high school team you play for. That's how they helmets gonna look now. Just a black with a yellow stripe. That's
It's it's definitely weird.
that G is classic though.
Yeah,
That's more classic G than Georgia.
I ain't
Man,
going that far, bro.
yeah. Than Georgia Tech though.
Georgia Tech got a G on the helmet.
You know they got. I'm just saying like GT. the logo.
If I saw the GT, I recognize it before I see a UF. Yeah. All right, man. Let's go to the lead, man. We already kind of talked about Tua, man. Tua situation. How you felt about the Pro Bowl? You saw that announcement that they're getting rid of the actual Pro Bowl
Hey,
game.
dodgeball.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they're gonna have some dodgeball games, flag football games, and like skill challenges. And then you got your boy Peyton Cheesy Manning heading everything up to kind of oversee what
Man, you know
was.
you watch him and Eli.
I have not watched it this year. I have not.
Watch the episode. It's real funny.
Hey, so they're switching over to the Pro Bowl games. A week-long skills competition and flag football game will be known as the Pro Bowl games. They decided that the goal is to celebrate 88 of the biggest stars of NFL in a really positive and fun yet competitive way. I bet that was all Peyton Manning, corny ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was talking with
The
a couple
fit.
of people, a couple guys. Shouts out to Kushner. We was talking about it a little bit. Why didn't just move the Pro Bowl game to after? I mean, I don't feel like the guys have still been engaged, but I mean, I feel like you can get some of the guys that turned down the Pro Bowl to go play in the Super Bowl to actually go play in the actual Pro Bowl game. And
Yeah.
that probably would have helped the morale a little bit. But I mean, they overall adding a dodgeball game, throwing competitions, and then a 40-yard dash. And they saying the events will lead up to the anticipated flag football game, and that'll pretty much be with the best players in the sport. I think it's a good idea with the flag football, and then maybe the skills competition. It's weird, man. It's something we just have to get used to. I mean, our whole lives we've been watching the guys play in a Pro Bowl game with their red, white, and blue jerseys and stuff like that. So it's just something else we got to get it adjusted to. They're gonna see how it works out and see if that is something they want to continue to move forward going into the future. Whereas
Remember we used to have
down.
the skills challenge and the Pro Bowl though, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
they used to
straight.
be cool because they used to have like the little the throwing competition, 40-yard
Mm-hmm.
dash.
The punt. It was just
They
like on the
even
video
used to do the
games.
damn. They used to do down strongman competition too, like see who could do 225 the most.
Yeah.
So it was like it's gonna be similar to that. So I mean, overall, it's gonna be cool, interesting to see how it works out this first year and see if it's something that they can decide to continue going forward. But all right, I mean that's pretty much as far as NFL. I mean Julio Jones is hurt. Like I told y'all, he's gonna be. What else going in? What else going on in the league that needs to be announced? We talked about Tua. That was a kind of crazy situation. Jerry Jones announced that it might be a QB controversy with Cooper Rush and Dak Prescott. Yeah. All you doing is shake your head, man. That's Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
Hot hand wins. But let's get some of these picks and then we'll close this thing out, man. Minnesota and New Orleans are playing in London at 9:30 this Sunday.
James ain't starting.
Why James ain't starting?
That's why I seen James ain't starting, man. I don't know though. I don't know.
I don't know. Let's look it up. James, famous James. Let's see here. I don't see nowhere it says James ain't starting. Who they got?
I don't know. I seen it on Twitter.
Oh, it does say James Wilson was held at all three practices and listed as doubtful as back injury that has plagued him all season. If he can't play, Backup Andy Dalton is likely the
Yeah,
choice
yeah.
and has been taking the first team reps. Tight end / quarterback Taysom Hill is another possibility. Winston has said that he's preparing to start, and offensive coordinator Pete Carmichael said that the 8-year QB has been at least getting the mental reps by watching film and being in the meetings. So if James don't play, who you got? If James who does play, who you got?
I got I got Jameis, man. Jameis in a different country.
I'm going with the Vikings. Dalvin Cook coming back from a shoulder injury. Vikings.
See, man.
Uh-oh. The Falcons got that first dub last week. We coming. Cleveland Browns versus Atlanta.
I like Cleveland.
Crazy as fuck. Atlanta by 10. Washington versus Dallas.
Man,
You can clip that
Dallas,
up. Yeah,
Dallas.
I'll go Dallas. Sorry ass too. Washington ain't. I don't know what they got going on. I don't know what Carson Wentz got going. Seattle versus Detroit. Detroit -6.5.
Seattle.
That matters. I'm going Detroit. Jared Goff was bound to get some magic eventually. Tennessee at Indianapolis. Matt Ryan -3.5.
Matty Ice.
I'm going Indianapolis as well. Chicago at the Giants.
Man, Giants. Just playing Chicago.
I often say, yeah, I agree with you. The Giants. I feel like the Giants just lost a game they probably should have won versus Dallas, so they're gonna be kind of mad. They can be kind of reeling. Chicago. When you look at Justin Fields' stats, I'll be like, yikes. It's not necessarily him that's winning those games. It's the defense and the running game. His stats don't look all that amazing when you look at it on paper. Jacksonville at the only undefeated team in the NFL, the Philadelphia Eagles. Does Philadelphia continue their 4-0 streak like the Florida State Seminoles?
They do.
So Philadelphia goes to 4-0 like the Florida State Seminoles.
But the Florida State Seminoles trying to go to 5-0, right?
This week.
Yeah, so they gonna
by the time that game comes, Florida State will be 5-0. Yes, you were correct.
No,
sir.
they'll be 4-1.
Philadelphia, so, I'm going Philadelphia, even though Jacksonville pains me to say it, they're playing a whole lot better football. Trevor Lawrence has gotten it. Trevor Etienne, I haven't even heard his name that much, but I guess he's playing pretty good. James Robinson, all the boys playing pretty decent. So I still got to go with Philadelphia, but Jacksonville can shock the world and win and knock the boys off the pedestal. Pittsburgh versus the Jets. Pittsburgh. I think
I don't know.
I think the quarterback coming back this week. No, I think Zach Wilson coming back this week. So
I like.
If Joe Flacco's the starter, I'm going with the Jets. If Zach Wilson is the starter, I'm going with Pittsburgh. How about that?
Yeah.
Baltimore versus Buffalo. Buffalo coming off that L last week.
I like Baltimore.
Yeah, I think I got Baltimore too. I don't know. I probably got somebody totally different in my picks, knowing me. Probably pick Buffalo. The Chargers versus Houston.
I like Chargers.
Yeah, I got the Chargers. Arizona versus Carolina. Almost done with this.
Arizona.
New England at Green Bay. No Mac Jones.
Green Bay.
Yeah, I'm on Green Bay.
So they beat Brady last week.
Denver versus versus Las Vegas.
Where's that?
In Las Vegas. Negative 1.5 Las Vegas.
He gonna have to, man. I'm gonna have to go Las Vegas. It's gonna be tough for Russ. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go for Denver. But he playing in the city of sin, man. He gonna have to play strong. I like Denver.
Damn. You got Denver?
Mm-hmm.
I like Las Vegas. Las Vegas 0-3, and they got to get one somewhere. Kansas City versus Tampa Bay to round out Sunday, and then we got LA versus San Francisco on Monday. So Kansas City versus Tampa Bay. Who you got? Tampa Bay at home, negative 2.5. I know Kansas City negative 2.5. My bad.
Kansas City.
So you saying Tom Brady ain't gonna win at home?
Mm-mm.
I agree. Fuck Tom Brady and everything he stands for. Los Angeles Rams versus San Francisco. San Fran at home.
Los Angeles Rams.
San Fran the favorite.
Nah, I like the Rams still.
That's a hard one, man. That's a hard one.
G.
Just for the sake of the podcast, I'm going San Fran. Jimmy motherfucking G. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that's on the docket. Unless you want to go on a little NBA talk, but we don't really have to. You're already at an hour. Damn, we got a bunch of stuff we still ain't covered really.
Yeah,
but anyways, it's been another episode of the Aftermath Podcast. May y'all stay ready for these Florida State boys to show the world, shock the world. Might be like Boosie, please don't show the world. Hey, definition of real. Those boys, man. They real. 4-0 on the way to be 5-0. And keep the haters mad.
And keep not make a bowl. That's what's gonna be crazy. Not make a bowl game.
Bro, stop standing out there on them cliffs saying them crazy ass takes, bro. That's not gonna happen.
Not making a
clip
bowl
it up.
Game.
We're gonna make a bowl game. We're gonna be like 10, game. 11, might be 12-0 at this point. If we survive this gauntlet we got here in the middle of the season. Mm-hmm. Only thing you can do is take it one game at a time.
Mm-hmm. One
game at a time.
Your games are limited.
Like Al Davis used to say, just win, baby. Go no.